the weather. Absolutely perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And what we have to bring you is live action from the A-League. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the FIFA 22 World Club Cup. We've got Wellington Phoenix against Newcastle Jets.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
Well, they're starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation, with 3 players in advance of 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
This is how the visitors will set up today.
Well, 4-4-2 is a good formation, if it's played well. It covers most of the bases defensively, and if you can then rotate your positions when you regain possession, you can also be fluid in attack. Let's hope we see that today.
So, we've got Newcastle Jets and the Wellington Phoenix. Newcastle Jets currently 4th, tied 4th in the... No, they're pure 4th in the Group B, with 1 draw to their name, and that draw being against WS Wanderers. Wellington Phoenix currently lead the group with 1 win and a +2 goal difference. So a win here.
Now they get the ball rolling.
So a win here would really secure them up top of the table. Where Newcastle Jets need to get the win to try and get up to the top of the standings.
Just cutting off the supply.
Really kick-start their campaign. That'll be the first match of today. The second match will be Western United and Central Coast.
And that's an important intervention. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet.
Wellington
Really
Club.
sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
Here we go, they got the corner.
Who can they pick out? The chance is on. Plays it back. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Another corner.
He's driven in the corner.
Went
Very effective clearance.
cleared out. But not completely out just yet.
Perfect tackle. On attacking possibilities. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Ball.
For an option through.
Well,
They found it.
great passing. A
And
goal
then
on the back of sustained pressure. Now they deservedly hold the advantage.
superb, but I don't think the keeper should be beaten in his near post quite so easily. I thought that was stoppable.
That's Wellington now up by 1.
Now back underway, and
Let's see how
1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next.
exactly.
Crisp tackling. And he keeps going. Options in the middle.
Ooh, could they try and find a second?
And
No.
after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. McGarry. A really top-notch piece of defending. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Can they keep it going? Well, players back in position now.
Ooh, it's getting close. Don't think they're gonna have enough momentum to get able to get that ball.
And now they have the ball back. And a bad pass it was. David Ball. Spraying passes around, almost waiting for the opposition to make a mistake. Elliott. Payne. Ball. Lewis. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. But then the one that fails to hit its target. Using his physical strength to shield it. Olivier Boumal. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Hooper. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Forcing opportunity.
Ooh, is there an option to get through? Passing around trying to find an option.
Can he finish?
Adds in!
That's a lovely strike. Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, and just look at that strike. He opens up his body and makes a really clean contact with the ball. A great finish.
So with that, they're now 2-0 up.
So 2-0 now.
This gives them a nice cushion to play the rest of this game under.
Well, as you can see, the visitors have had most of the ball. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here, and it makes them such a good team. It's been a brilliant performance so far.
David Ball. And space to exploit, maybe. Ball. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Could be dangerous. Could be.
Ooh, adds in!
They're absolutely racing away with this. 3 to the good now.
They're now up 3-0.
Well, as you can see here, the build-up is patient, it's precise and penetrative, which opens up the opposition. And the finish is clinical. Hitting it cleanly beyond the keeper, that's a good goal.
This will really throw the Newcastle Jets into jeopardy now. They're already at a neutral goal difference, but now this is going to the -3, which is the lowest
Well, you've got to say,
out of any club here
that
in the
scoreline
Australian
tells
League.
you all you need to know.
They need to
Strength
find.
and control, a big part of his game.
They need to try and find some goals quick. At least one before half
It's
time.
going to be a goal kick here. And we're focusing on him for a reason, Stuart. He's asking plenty of questions of the defenders.
Well, he's been a joy to watch so far. He's got so much ability, and it was also a very good finish for his goal. He's been excellent.
And if the match ends like it is right now, Wellington Phoenix will have 5+ goals
And what can they do to
to
stop them
really
running at them?
hold the game in their grasp.
Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Ball.
Also throw them to the highest scoring club
Possession
in
one.
the entirety of both of the entirety of the Oceania Middle
Well, the
Eastern
managers will
section.
now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. You certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Stuart.
Well, it's been an incredible performance from him. Clearly the difference between the two sides. Obviously the goals, but his movement too. He's causing the backline all sorts of headaches. He'll no doubt be desperate to grab the hat-trick now.
So going into half time,
And now they get the ball.
it's 3-0 to Wellington Phoenix, just being absolutely amazing in offense. Where Newcastle Jets is having to just play the defensive game, trying to get those saves, interceptions, tackles in, try and block them, and just haven't had any sort of shots on, and hardly any possession. This looks like a dominated match for Wellington.
And so the second half is underway. They took quite the thrashing in that first 45. Can they turn things around now?
Doesn't seem likely by the amount of possession they're getting in. And also, Wellington, even though Newcastle
Jordan
has
Elsey.
got more tackles in,
Kamal.
and more tackles won, Wellington has gone 4-4 for their tackling. They seem so confident in defense.
Can they hit on the break? Lewis. Keeping it moving dynamically. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Just the challenge that was required. And a throw-in it's going to be. And the substitution will occur now.
Rather early after half time, not even 10 minutes in. That's on Wellington Phoenix's side.
Elliott.
Taking off one of their goal scorers.
A chance for them to provide a test in the form of a corner.
Wellington Phoenix has got a corner. They haven't had any sort of goals from corners, but they've had a lot of
They
good
favour a
options
short
for
one
corners.
here. And a fine cross. Will it happen for them?
See if I end option through.
Opportunity.
They have. And it's in.
Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, here it is again. It was a good finish, but the keeper has to do better at his near post. He was beaten far too easily on that occasion.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0.
The hat trick will
Olivier
put.
Boumal. Oh, a lovely ball.
Ooh.
Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Newcastle Jets finally got a goal on the scoreline here. But I think it could be a little too late for that. But you never know, there is still
Here's the
hope.
goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
With a hat trick back, for the man with a hat trick for London Phoenix Postbo, that'll be him up tied with some of the leaders for the Golden Boot here.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently.
But let's see what Gomez does, since he was currently the Golden Boot before this round of matches. So we could see him
So half an hour remaining.
we could see him hold on to the lead if he's able to score at least one goal.
Ingham. Perfectly positioned to take it away. It's a weighted pass.
Oh, Wellington Phoenix got the option.
You an opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Just rolled it off the field there. Not a good bit of possession there. Another substitution, so they don't want Popus going for the Golden Boot. They'd rather have another new goal scorer in. I believe that's them subbed out their two goal scoring players of Hooper and Piscor.
Spot on with that tackle.
The only other player that has scored goals for Wellington in this championship, Wayne, still being on the field, as he's got 2 goals to his name to lead Wellington Phoenix to their first win.
Very good reading of the game to win possession back.
A 3-1 win.
Will he find the net?
Oh, off the post.
Still alive. A no-nonsense defensive clearance. Well, he really read that brilliantly.
You try and find it out of danger. They have now.
Well, they won't come much closer than that. It's a matter of inches from being a really good goal.
Oof.
Read it well.
Newcastle trying to find the options through.
Chance to play it in. Timely intervention.
Ooh, got good tackle in.
And this might not be the ideal situation for them.
But possession is swapped over and it's in.
He's found the net. Joy unconfined.
One more goal and that ties the highest scoring game we have had.
Well, let's see this again. He tries to run out with the ball. He has the ball taken off of him. He's made the wrong decision, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net. Terrible defending.
This is the highest. This is tied highest goal scoring game in the Australian Cup. One more goal and it will become the new leader of the highest goal scoring game in the Australian Cup.
So the current scoreline 4-2. And the pass was just that little bit off. Nearly found its target.
Just seems like Newcastle's been able to find another gear in this match.
Humal.
Whether it's been too late is yet to be seen. And it's in!
There it goes! It looked as though they were down and out. Not a bit of it. What will happen next?
This could throw in the question of
But he still had to take it. He
tying
won't
the
find out
game
when he
up or
comes
even getting a win here if they're able to find 2 more goals which would be goal scoring record. They're currently tied with the highest scoring game. That was also a 4-3
Well, how about this?
score line.
4-3.
But that was for the Saudi Cup.
Payne. David
And that
Webb.
match was Al Fa against Al Hilal. Wellington looking to try and find another goal here. Try and
Pulls it
make the
back.
match more secure for them. They're unable to find it.
Stop a decent looking attack. Could be a chance to break here.
Cal's getting a good.
And it looked like
Ooh.
open road for them, but up a dead end. Well, he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper.
Here we go with 3 minutes left of the match, not including additional time. It will be pressure for both sides to try and keep this.
Lewis.
The keepers change the scoreline.
Every pass hitting its target. And a good looking ball.
Ooh, just can't find the man.
Right area, but no one else
3
to
minutes additional
capitalise.
time.
Well, he was being pressed, but did his job. Humal. Well, do they have a goal in the future? They're giving it a go. This could level
Ooh.
it. Oh,
And it has!
and we can call it the comeback of all comebacks. Goodness gracious me.
This is incredible. From 3 goals down
Here it is again. It was a good finish.
to now
The keeper
tying
has
the
to do
game
better. It
in
is
additional
close. He was beaten
time.
far too easily on that occasion.
This is an amazing comeback here. Absolutely incredible.
And there's the whistle. They cannot be separated after 90 minutes.
For Wellington Phoenix, this will be absolutely gobsmacked. They absolutely just lost a 3-1, 3-0 lead, 4-1 lead, and they absolutely fumbled it in the second half to tie the game. We'll be back in one moment with the next match, our last match for the day.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And we have live A-League action coming up next. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, the wingers will be key here. They have to choose the right time to give width and the right time to come infield to support the centre forward. If they can do that, they're a potent front three. No doubt about that.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, for a while, everybody played with a 4-4-2, and it can still be a very good system. But it does rely very much on your front two getting the better of their markers, and the wide midfield players being good in 1v1 situations. Let's hope they play it well today.
Here we go. So it's the last match for tonight, and it is Western United versus Central Coast. Western United trying to play to get off the bottom of the table, and Central Coast looking to try and
Plenty of forward momentum here.
pull ahead of
Can they
Western
produce?
United in the top of the table.
It did look on for them, but not to be.
For Western United, a win here would throw them up to tying with either being second or
The
third.
referee wasn't going to let that go.
With either being second or third, depending on how many goals they get. Western United would need to win by 3 goals if they wanted to tie Central Coast second. Oh no. They just need 2 goals because of goal difference. I'm stupid. And they only need 2
Going
goals
short
to
with
win by
it.
2 goals to get second place.
Now what can they do from here? Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attack.
Where if they draw, they need.
And back with
Where if they draw,
Allen.
they'll stay bottom of the table.
Simon.
Central Coast, if they
Really effective
draw,
shielding under pressure.
they'll
Really
stay
getting
in
stuck
second. Or if they get the win, they'll be thrown straight to the top of the table by 2 points.
Can he
Excuse
put
me.
them in front?
And that's Western United scoring.
And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
That's Payne's
Well, back
first goal
underway,
of
and
the
1-0 it is.
this
See
competition.
what happens next.
Both these teams have only scored 2 goals, with Western United having 2 players with 1 goal each, with
Giving the ball
Central
away.
Coast only having 1 central scorer.
Diamante. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Alessandro Diamante. Oh, no stopping him. Dangerous looking attack. Oh, big
Ooh,
opportunity.
is there opportunities to try and make it 2?
Surely.
Adds in.
There it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
So now they're 2-0 up. This would be optimal for them to stay in this league,
You can see it
take
again.
second
Good run,
place from
great
Central
strength,
Coast.
and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Oh, excuse me, throat is dying.
So 2-0 now. Well, can they be creative from here? And players waiting in the centre. It's there for him.
Ooh, and it's 3-0 now.
Riot here, almost out of sight.
But let's hope they don't make the same mistake as Western United did. Or Wellington Phoenix, I'd say, just a moment ago. You get too cocky with the goals
Well,
they've
let's see
got.
this again. The vision to play this through ball is superb, and from there he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now.
Yeah, the rest of this game plays out.
And it's with Hall. Zimon. And in the perfect position to read it.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have controlled the possession, and they've made good use of it. They really have played some good attacking football, and they look like scoring more.
He could pick out a teammate.
We're still trying to find it.
The cut back.
Oh,
And they slot it home.
and in.
There it is. An almost intuitive piece of finishing.
That's it. 4-0. Currently the biggest goal difference
Well, when
that
you
we've
see
seen
this
in the
again, I think
league.
the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
Match ends like this, and that's Western United got the most amount of goal, the
And
biggest
this
goal
is turning
difference
into something of a rout. 4-0.
for the Australian Cup. It's not the biggest overall because that's plays out to Al Hilal, winning 5-0 against Al Nassr.
Well, a good tackle. Really bright looking attack. He has time to play it over.
You find an option.
Went in strongly to win the ball. Well, nicely cut out. Oh, lovely incisive pass.
You find the option,
His composure.
and he has.
And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
5-0 right now. Ooh, one more goal, and that'll be the highest goal difference in the entire
Well,
competition.
just look at the defending here. They just don't read the danger. It's a poor goal to concede.
Central Coast gonna see their hope just thrown like away right now, and their championship and their qualification hopes.
Well, this is threatening to get out of hand. Look at the scoreline.
We're only 36 minutes in.
Kilkenny.
Mm.
Well, he gave it quite the whack, but not on target.
There we go. That should improve my voice, so it's not so crackly.
Inching towards the interval, and it's going with home advantage. Stuart, as always, very keen to get your take.
Well, what a first half performance this has been so far. They look like scoring every time they go forward. The positional rotation, the ability of players to run with the ball.
Oh, Central Coast has pulled it back.
Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
They've now got 1 goal to their name. They just need to somehow find 4 more just to tie it back up.
Ball starts with the delivery into the box, just begging someone to get on the end of it, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is.
6 goals in this match,
How can he
totaling
take
to
them on and
around
beat them?
14 this one episode, which is probably the highest amount of goals we've
It's gone
seen.
out of play. Goal kick coming up. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason, Stuart. He's putting in a really authoritative performance here.
Well, he's been brilliant today. His skill, his movement, his goals. What a good performance. And he's not finished just yet.
2 minutes of stoppage time.
And that'll be purely for all the time spent. Goals.
Lacroix. Neil Kilkenny, almost weighing up the opposition with a string of neat passes. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Well, that was a magnificent first half display. Not just because he scored a hat-trick. His all-round game was so inventive, it was clever, and it was full of skill. Just how many will he score if he continues that form in the second half?
It feels like we could see this game going into double digits for one side, or even just generally going into double digits. With West United seeming so offensively great, with the only Central Coast possibility is just flailing at defense. It seems like this is Western United's game to lose.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins.
Central Coast really trying to up the gears here.
Smith now.
Try and find a 10th gear to try and pull this game back, realistically. They've got to be as good as Western United was in that first half. If not better, if they want to try and pull this game back.
On to Simon. It might be. Wonderful challenge, but the chance is still on. Rennie Kirhin. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack?
Western looking for an opportunity.
Still looking to get the shot off. Just the tackle that was needed.
Not quite.
Now with Simon. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. And they will make the change now.
Here are substitution for Western United.
Crossing possibilities. The inside route looking promising. That's a great stop.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
Here we go, corner for Central Coast. Hardly see any goals go in from a corner. This could be a blessing or a curse.
Here it is now, a substitution.
Substitution for Central Coast.
And over it comes. Attending to his defensive chores. Using his physical strength to shield it.
Western is passing it back to try and find more options.
Well,
Some
visionary
space, and they have found a really good pass here. It's just a one-on-one, and it's in.
We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, one team could tie this up, tie up the last game,
Well, here's the replay. And
tie up the
confirmation
most
he did get a touch
goal-scoring
on the
episode
ball.
we've ever had.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to prevent the goal.
Six one.
Well, we're into the final half hour. Committed challenge. Prijovic. And winning it back. And back with Miller now. On to Simon. It's a neat move. Now what can they do from here?
Ooh, you find any options?
Opportunity.
It's in.
And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
6-2. We've had 8 goals. We have 2 games with 8 goals in one episode.
Well, here's the
16
again,
total
and you have
goals.
to say the patience of the passing is outstanding. They're just waiting for the right time to penetrate, and the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Just put that in context, the top 3 goal scoring clubs as of now, being Wellington Phoenix, Al Hilal and Newcastle Jets, all cover combined goals of 18, and we're currently at 16 this episode. So 4 teams have nearly... Oh no, that's including Wellington Phoenix and Newcastle Jets, so let's get rid of them. Wellington Phoenix and Newcastle Jets, get rid of those teams.
Something to worry about here. Will it happen this time?
That's in.
Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your
Western United 6, Central Coast 3. That now ties them with the top.
Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, but you have to question the defending here. They don't attack the ball when it comes in. They don't react quickly enough to close the scorer down. It's really poor defending.
That now ties the top 4 goal scoring teams, not including Wellington Phoenix and Newcastle Jets. The top 4 scoring teams. To put that in perspective, if we were to...
Well, if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you.
Let's just go to the Australia League. If we were to have one more goal, then the top 6 teams of the league would need to score at the same amount. That is nearly... That is nearly 8% of it.
They've created so many chances with some brilliant attacking play. I think they've looked an outstanding team today.
6 out of the 10 teams. 60% of the league.
Neil Kilkenny. Oh, great vision. And he's in the clear.
Oh. Oh.
Went sailing over the crossbar. Not a moment he'll want to remember.
The substitution for Western United.
Great challenge. He got nothing but ball. Well, I must say he acquitted himself well under pressure. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Can they hit on the break? Garuccio. Well, they know they need to stop him. But nothing comes of it. Simon. to chase. What a lovely strike!
Oh,
Lethal piece of
and that's it
finishing.
now.
Drilled
Double
home
digits
with
between
true
both
conviction.
teams.
Tremendous goal.
Well, here's the replay. What a superb volley this is. He strikes it so cleanly and he times it perfectly.
Ben Garuccio. Neil Kilkenny.
18 goals in one game.
And intercepts again. Now what can they produce on the flank? Well, possibilities inside the box. He made it look simple, really. So a corner kick it'll be, following the deflection.
4 minutes additional time. We've had 6 minutes. Oops, my apologies. We have had 6 minutes worth of additional time, all from goal scorer. Like, we've had hardly any
Well, the big
corners
aim is
on that.
E-right. Not the best
Ooh,
clearance.
Central Coast still has the pressure
He
on.
cuts it back.
Passing about, letting the box open
And
up.
that's gone out of play for
That
play
pass
and
going
goal kick.
nowhere. Looks like it'll be a Western United win, which will really kickstart their campaign. With 2 goals plus, that is exactly what they're needing. This will throw Central Coast to a -1 goal difference, throw them to a neutral. And that's it, full
Referee
time.
calls for full time. It ends in a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Absolutely, Derek. It was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
So, Wellington Phoenix currently leads the Group B table with 4 points and a +2 goal difference. Western United is currently in second with 3 points and a neutral goal difference. Central Coast in third with 3 points and a -1 goal difference. Brisbane Roar and Newcastle Jets um, currently tie on 4th place with 2 draws to their name each, and WS Wanderers at the bottom with only 1 point. That'll be all for this episode. In the next episode, we'll head over to the Middle East for their quarterfinal matches. For the first set of quarterfinal matches. We'll see you guys then.